Welcome everybody to the Brichpreneur channel. In this video we're going to talk about how my Datadash app got hacked and all my MXC tokens, literally all but 64 MXC tokens, got stolen as of March 14th. Now before we get into this video, if you guys want to show me some support and help me out in my time of need, go ahead and get some free stocks down in the description below. Now lately many accounts have been getting hacked lately. Over $2,500 worth of MXC token was missing from my account as I checked it today, March 15th. Now my initial response to discovering this was of course anger, anguish, frustration, and of course sadness. Now after some time of using my steering wheel as a punching bag, pretending it was that hacker's face, I came to my senses and I thought maybe I could track the transaction ID and somehow find this bum. So that's exactly what I did. The first part at least. Now through Etherscan I was able to find the transaction ID and actually discovered that this same person using the same wallet had hacked other accounts. How did I know that they were hacks? Well, if you look at the quantities that they were transferring, mine being the one that says 17,000 and the other saying 19,000, 19,000, 7,000, which was also from me, and of course another 10,000 from somebody else. Now the timing of this hack couldn't be worse, as there is a lot of speculation right now with the MXC token that there's going to be a potential spike coming up soon. And with that knowledge, I just couldn't be any more angry about what happened. But bright side of all this is that, I got a video I can make and I can come and tell you guys about this stuff and tell you guys how to protect yourself. Before I'm gonna do that though, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think really happened. Now before I became a victim, I seen this happen to other people posting their Datadash app after it had got ransacked onto Reddit. I thought to myself, what can I do to possibly get my coins back? So I sent a few support tickets to the MXC support team, went on Reddit to see if somebody had any answers, even went into the Discord to see if someone had any answers. Now Discord did have some answers, but they did not have any solutions for me. Now after I submitted my message, the moderator, Tavernside or whatever, was giving me the usual spiel and rundown about how potentially a hacker got my information from a breached website and used that same information to log into my Datadash account. And no, I didn't have two-factor authentication enabled, but to be honest with you guys, I didn't even know Datadash had two-factor authentication. Now I will own up to one mistake that I made with this. One thing I've been working on was actually following and keeping up more and more with the actual communities of the various coins that I mine. That way I can be more up to date, give you guys more accurate information and updates on these tokens and coins. Now lo and behold, it actually came back and bit me in the ass. So when I went to go change my password on the Datadash app, I noticed that the same hacker was trying to take my 6,000 MXC tokens that I locked up so that way I can mine Bitcoin with my MXC miner. However, changing my password did stop them from doing that. So that let me know that somehow they did have my password, perhaps from a data breach. Now the moderator, Tavernside, he sent us a website showing if our email had been caught in a data breach before. And of course, I went on that website and I checked it out. And I'm assuming that he didn't know that Google already does this for you. And so I had already seen that the websites that my email that I used for Datadash was already involved in those compromises. And that I already took steps onto changing my passwords from ones that I usually use and things like that. And that's where things start to not add up. In addition to all of that, the only security measure that the Datadash app offers is the two-factor authentication, which in my opinion is very lacking. Given that one of the biggest data breaches in crypto of all time had happened with Bitmart, most of the other brokerages and exchanges took immediate action and made two-factor authentication mandatory, while the Datadash app left it an option. Not only did they leave it an option, they never sent you any type of reminder, and the setting is hidden in a place that is not just out to where you would go and set it up. Because if something like that is not in your face, how else are you going to know? Most people are very lazy when it comes to a lot of different things, including myself sometimes. But let me give you an example on security measures that most other brokerages, and not saying that Datadash is a brokerage, but given that you have people's accounts and people's money locked in there, you would think that you would take a lot more security measures in order to protect your clients and people who are supporting your literal company. We have crypto.com. At first they did let two-factor authentication be an option, and after the whole Bitmart scandal happened, two-factor authentication was no longer an option. It was mandatory. Now with Coinbase, whenever you decide to do a transaction, you have to confirm it in your email somewhere outside of the app. When you use gate.io, when you want to withdraw, you have to enter your password. You have to enter a confirmation number that was sent to you via email. You have to enter a confirmation number that was sent to you via text message. And after all of that, you still have to enter the 2FA authenticator code. But with Datadash, they still only had the two-factor authenticator. Not only that, it's hidden in the app. It's like if you walked into a building, like, would you expect expect the security guards to be front and center at the front of the building, or do you want them to be hidden in the back? I mean, you would probably want both, but you know, like, why would you not have security right at the door, letting somebody know that this place is protected, you know? Doesn't make sense, but I digress. The security measures are extremely poor. They don't let you know if somebody logged into your account via email, whether if it was you or not. If somebody logs into your account from a different device, why would you not notify the user? It's like Apple security. When you try to log into your Apple ID on a different device, you get sent an email. And again, back to Coinbase. If you don't confirm that in your email, you cannot withdraw. And I'm certain many other brokerages are the same exact way. Now, I'm all for taking accountability for my actions, lack thereof, as a professional cryptocurrency miner. But at the same time, I don't want to support a company or a token that doesn't take the measures or offer me tools in order to protect myself. When you log into MetaMask from a new device, you have to enter your seed phrase and then you have to change your password. And how's the only way somebody gets your seed phrase? If you share it with them or if they steal it from you. And most people aren't going to steal a seed phrase like that. Now, we take all this into consideration. The lack of security and the lack of tools to offer one security. Now, yeah, data breaches happen every day, this, that, and the other. But I have a theory that this was more so of an inside job. And I say this because of my post on Reddit. Remember how I said I seen other people on Reddit and the same thing happening to them? In my post, other users that came out and saying the same thing has happened to them or to other people that they know. So how is it that this person who has multiple miners or however many miners they have two-factor authentication enabled, whereas I had it disabled, yet the same thing still happened to them? In addition to that, out of all these people that it happened to, I sincerely doubt that all of them have used an email or a password that was in a data breach. The only people that could have potential access to these accounts is the MXC Foundation themselves. So personally, I want to call for an investigation and I want to hold the MXC Foundation accountable for not offering us more tools. Yeah, they have given us many announcements of two-factor authentication, but why not send something like that out through the app rather than through the communities? Because not every user is in the communities. Because if you really cared, you would do that. I mean, how hard is it, right? But I think this is a wake-up call. Maybe they should abandon the whole gas and fuel thing they got going on and just let us miners have our tokens. It doesn't make sense to have to mine a token and not be able to cash out on it, because if you cash out on it, you're going to lose your earning capability. Now that we're getting hacked, we don't have our money and we don't have any earning capability. So how does that work? MXC Foundation, make sure you guys fix this. If you guys enjoy this type of informative content, give me a subscribe. Go ahead and follow my TikTok as well. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, guys, this has been Brentrepreneur, and I am out of here.